Welcome to our channel. I'm really glad you're here. I'm Mike with Zippy Snap, and I hope we can craft a kinder, more creative world together. Today we're going to make an envelope. This is a Valentine's Day envelope or just a heart envelope, and you put a letter in there and mail it off, and someone's really going to enjoy getting it. On the difficulty meter, I'd give this a 1 out of 5. This means that this is a super easy craft. You can download this craft template from zippysnap.com. The tools we're going to be using today are scissors and tape. So with those tools nearby, let's get to crafting. So it's only 2 pages. We'll start with this is our back side of the envelope. Has a beautiful little heart, and someone's really going to enjoy getting this envelope from you with a card inside that just says, hey, I remember you and you're important to me. You also have your optional completion badge right next to where I'm cutting that you can cut out. So once you mail your card off, give the gift away, you still have a photo of the card you made, and just a reminder that you made this and something that you should be proud of. Because what you're doing by sending this envelope off is you're bringing joy to someone else, and that's super important. There's so many people in life who just want to take joy, enjoy receiving joy, but then they don't really want to give joy out. So how you can bring and give joy to the world is if you mail this out to somebody, then they'll be more apt to mail something out, and hopefully just the world will be a better place if everyone's doing a little bit to think of other people. You know, if you only think about yourself all day, then the world's going to be a really tough place. But bringing a little joy is always a wonderful place. So we have the back side of the card. Now let's do the front side. Now, just a reminder, this is going to be our fold marks right in here, these 4 inside. We're going to cut the outside of the image. So we're just going to cut along the edges. So that's what we're going to be trying to do here. So just be careful on these corners. It's a little tough. I remember when I was in school, I never got a Valentine's Day card. I never got any of that stuff. And I was always too scared to give out a card. And truthfully, you shouldn't be scared. You should give out cards. It's important to give out cards, because if you didn't give out cards, then no one would ever get a card. And it's okay if you don't get a card, because just because someone doesn't give you a card doesn't mean that they don't enjoy your company or don't like you. It just means that maybe they're scared that if they give out a card and no one gives them a card back, maybe they're a little bit nervous about that. That somehow that means that they're not liked. But really, you're liked. People like you. And it's okay. And if you give out cards, people sometimes will like you even more, because people enjoy getting things and they enjoy being thought of. You know, if you can think of someone and say, hey, I was thinking about you, that really means a lot to a lot of people. But if you just think it and never do it, then it's sometimes hard. And I know it's a hard thing to do, but especially around Valentine's Day, to feel those emotions that, hey, I really do like somebody, and potentially they don't like me, but that's okay. Someone's there for everybody, and you're going to meet the right person at the right time. But in the meantime, just try to brighten other people's day, and your day will be brightened as well. So our next part is we're going to fold these edges. I'm going to fold the bottom edge first, or actually last, and then I'll do the sides first, based on how I like to tape this envelope. So we do these 2 sides here, just like that, and then we're going to do the bottom. And it's probably a little bit easier over folded. So like that, and then we'll go ahead and fold down that top, but then we'll just unfold it a little bit. So there we go. Open it back up. And then I like to go ahead, once I got these edges, I like to cover them, because there's an exposed edge, and potentially the card could tear when you mail it. So I like to just fold that tape over the edges. And now you have a choice. You can put the card like this, or you could mail it. I always like to mail it in here, just because the card is a lot stronger this way, because now you're not just relying on the tape. And then we'll get a pretty good sized piece of tape. Lining these top 2 pieces up to the top there, we'll set that piece of tape there. And I like to make sure that there's tape on every open spot right here. The reason being is if it goes through the mail machine at the postal service, then it's gonna be able to get through that mail machine without ripping. Sometimes if there's an open edge, it might get caught in part of the machine, and rip, and we don't want it to rip. We want it to get to the destination. So, and if you have extra tape like I did, just fold it right over. And there, you now have your heart envelope. Isn't that pretty cool? Isn't that so special? Someone's really going to really enjoy getting this from you. And I know you'll have fun making this craft. Thank you so much for crafting with me today. I hope it brought you joy and helped your creativity grow. Always remember that you matter and you are valued. I look forward to creating our next craft together very soon. Goodbye.